So today we are celebrating the Disciples Day of Srila Loknath Goswami. Loknath Goswami is one of the first Goswami who was sent by Lord Chaitanya to Vrindavan as a mission, even before Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. Srila Loknath Goswami was born in Bangladesh in the district of Jessore in a village called Talkhari. His father's name was Padmanabh Bhattacharya and his mother's name was Srimati Sita Devi, and his brother's name was Ragalbhu Bhattacharya. So from the childhood only, Srila Loknath Goswami was completely disinterested in the material affairs, and he decided to leave home and come to Navadvip and meet Lord Chaitanya. And when he met Lord Chaitanya in Navadvip, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Loknath Goswami and instructed him to go to Vrindavan to find out the places, lost places of Sri Krishna's appearance in this material world. So Loknath Goswami, as he was told to become Vrindavan, he surrendered to the instructions of Lord Chaitanya and agreed to follow the words of the Lord and came to Vrindavan. So this is the meaning of following spiritual master. Following spiritual master is not a method of being physically with him, but following the instructions of the spiritual master. So here we can see how Loknath Goswami, although he went to take association, but association is very substantial when it is based on following the words of the spiritual master, like we see in case of Srila Prabhupada, and how he met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Srila Prabhupada came to America, and how Srila Prabhupada lived by the instruction of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Srila Prabhupada says that there was never a time I was not with my spiritual master. He was always feeling the presence of his spiritual master through the instruction of the spiritual master. As Srila Prabhupada told him, whenever you get money, print books and spread Krishna consciousness in English language. Even we know the past time when Srila Prabhupada was to be given sannyas in Vrindavan in the Gaudiya Mart, and when he was told to speak, and there were very few people in the assembly that time when Srila Prabhupada was getting sannyas, and all the audience were all either Bengali or some of them were Hindi, but Srila Prabhupada spoke in English because it was the wish and desire of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to preach Krishna consciousness in English language. So we can see from the life of Srila Loknath Goswami that how he was told by Lord Chaitanya to go to Vrindavan and stay there and find out the lost places of Krishna's descent in Vrindavan. So when Loknath Goswami came to know that the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taken sannyas, and Loknath Goswami wanted to go to Nilachal Dham, Jagannath Puri, to meet Lord Chaitanya. So when he reached Nilachal, by that time Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had left and went to South India. And when Loknath Goswami got this news that the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gone to South India, Loknath Goswami started going towards South India. By that time Mahaprabhu reached Vrindavan, and Loknath Goswami wanted to come to Vrindavan. So when he came to Vrindavan, by that time Lord Chaitanya had left for Prayag. So Loknath Goswami wanted to go and meet Lord Chaitanya in Prayag, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the dream and told to stay in Vrindavan. So this is what it means to, although he was feeling separation from Lord Chaitanya, but he was not getting the physical association, but the association is substantial and is based on living by the Vani or the instructions of the spiritual master. Some people like to be with the spiritual master. It's not like we should not physically associate with the spiritual master. We must associate whenever we get an opportunity. But when we are not getting to meet the spiritual master personally, we should associate the spiritual master with his Vani. So actually, when we are following the instruction, we are actually associating with the spiritual master. Even the physical association, the purpose of the physical association is also to actually associate with the spiritual master through his Vani. So spiritual master is always living through his words, and when we follow his words, we are always living with him. So Loknath Goswami, he was the eldest Goswami among all the Goswamis, and then by that time Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Bhugarbha Goswami and Gopal Bhatta Goswami, all those Goswami also arrived in Vrindavan, and it was a wonderful scene and association. So Loknath Goswami, once what happened that Loknath Goswami used to be always wandering in Vrindavan and being absorbed in the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Once being in the Kishori Kund, there he desired to have the deities of Radha Krishna, and personally so he got the deities called Radha Vinod. And Loknath Goswami was surprised and looking around at how these deities came out and who gave him the deities. And Radha Vinod started talking to Loknath Goswami that, what are you looking around? Who brought us here is we have come ourselves. Nobody brought us here. We live in this banks of Kishori Kund, and my village is Umrao. So deities were speaking to Loknath Goswami, and then they asked him to feed them. And Loknath Goswami arranges foodstuffs for the Lord, cook for the Lord, serve the Lord, prepare bread for the Lord on the flower petals, and massaging the lotus feet of the Lord. And and once what happened that Krishnadas Kaviraj, when he met Loknath Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj wanted to hear about the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. And that time Loknath Goswami says that, I will tell you the pastimes of the Lord, but please don't mention my name. So it is said that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami approached Loknath Goswami for his blessings and any information that he might be able to supply in order that he might satisfactorily compose Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. At that time, Loknath Goswami forbid Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami to mention his name or describe anything about him. So service, when we do service should be done in such a way that we are not highlighted. Generally, when we do some service, we like to highlight our contribution, that this service was done by me, I did this service, and this is generally seen. But the real service is when it is done in such a way that nobody knows that you have done the service. So that is how the real service is. Once one devotee was sharing the meaning of what is the meaning of service when it is done properly. So the proper way to do the service is that not to look for name, fame, glory, same old story. So we like to take the credit whenever we do service, and that is the thing. So today we seek the blessings of Srila Loknath Goswami and pray for his mercy and chant, beg for his mercy and his blessings so that we may take shelter of the holy name and serve the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Loknath Goswami Prabhupada ki jai.